Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Ahmad and I will be demonstrating how the KLIA airport capacity calculator works. So before I start, I would like to mention that the formula used for this calculator is adopted from the book Planning and Design of Airports 5th edition by Robert Horonjeff, Francis X. McKelvey, William J. Sproul, and Seth B. Young from Chapter 12, Airport Airside Capacity and Delay. So let's get started. So how this calculator works is it will calculate the arrival and departure capacity of the airport based on the assumption that the airport has two parallel runway systems, where one used for arrival and one used for departure. So this is the intro page, and let's press this button to continue. So how this works is that the user will enter the required data on this page and the next page. So for this demonstration purposes, I've set the program to load up the default values, but the user is able to modify the existing values here to any value that they want. So for example, for runway occupancy time for large aircraft, I can change it to say 35, and maybe the probability of violation I can change it to 15%. So the data that the user needs to input is the standard deviation of possible position delivery error, the probability of violation, the common approach path length. And for the three classes of aircraft, they need to enter the approach speed in miles per hour, the runway occupancy time in seconds, the arrival mix percentage, and the departure mix percentage. And on the next page, they need to enter the separation data for arrival, which is in miles, and departure, which is in terms of seconds. So again, any one of the values on this page and the previous one can be edited by the user. So for example, for departure for large aircraft and for leading large aircraft and trailing large aircraft, I can put that maybe 100 seconds. So for the matrices displayed on this calculator, the leading aircraft is displayed in columns while the trailing aircraft is displayed in rows. So once the user is satisfied that the values they entered is accurate, they can click calculate on any of the following three pages. Now the following three pages are these are the values that are going to be calculated by the calculator. So let's click calculate, and the calculator will automatically calculate all the required values. So here we have the separation time, we have the mixed probability, the buffer time, and the inter-arrival time, which is the separation time added to the buffer time. So this is for the arrival scenario, and this is for the departure scenario, which is it only has the mixed probability. So on the final page, we have the airport capacity for both arrival and departure. So for arrival, we have 24.41 operations per hour, and departure capacity we have 42.17 operations per hour. Now the user can actually go back to this page and the next page and modify the existing values, and the calculator will and press calculate, and the calculator will actually calculate the new values. So for example, let's say for a heavy aircraft, I can put the approach speed, let's say 100. Maybe I can change the common approach path length to maybe 8 miles. And let's see, and the arrival for leading small aircraft and trailing large aircraft, maybe I can put that to 7. And for the departure, the trailing small leading small aircraft and trailing large aircraft, maybe I can put that 100. So I've entered the new values. Let's hit calculate again. As you can see, the values are updated with according to the latest values inputted by the user. And so The airport capacity is now, for the arrival capacity, is now 24.2 operations per hour, and the departure capacity is now 41.76 operations per hour. So that is basically how the calculator works. Thank you very much.